John, my brother.
Hi, John.
Hi, John.
Hey, John.
Hi, John.
Hi, Genna. Just stopping in to let you know.
Hey, John. It's your favorite Aunt Kelly, which is so weird to say that I am your aunt, but that's the way marriage works, and since I'm Nicole's aunt, I'm therefore your aunt.
John, Genna.
Hey, John.
Hi, John, Genna. It's Mindy.
Hi, John.
Hey, Uncle John.
Hey John, it's me, Matt.
Hey John, it's Casey.
Hi, John.
Hey John, Genna, it's me, Lorenzo Dorelli, and Luca.
John, Genna, how you doing, buddy? Danny Mollering up here in Boston, Massachusetts.
John, hey. Dan Farnes here, Director of Fields and Grounds, Real Salt Lake.
John, Genna. I love you, brother.
Hey John, it's Geraldo.
Hey, just chilling here, watching some soccer on a breezy and chilly July evening, and just wishing you were sitting here next to me, buddy, catching up.
A little bit of a blast from the past.
Where do I begin, man?
And John, there was one time that I tried to put myself above you. We shared a driveway for 16 years. For 16 years, you were the bestest friend in the world. And then you related that you and Nicole were going to move from Parker City to Salt Lake. I thought about that, and then I said, John, that's not going to happen. I won't let it happen. And you said, how? And I said, when you have the open house, I'll be at the top of the driveway. And I'll go up and I'll speak to the driver and their passenger, and I'll say, you don't want to buy this house. That guy next door is a consummated jackass, and you don't want to live next to him. I've known him all my life, and he's a jackass. And notwithstanding that, John, you still sold the house.
You and I met, oh my gosh, 25 years ago. We were paired up together at Evans Group, and the day that I met you was obviously on the phone, and you told me you were from New York, and from there on, I think that we were the best partnership that I ever had in my work experience.
Story, and that's the thing. John was always good for a story. Keep you captivated. He had a unique perspective. Grew up and came to Utah from a different side of the track, so to speak. And I loved his stories.
Palm Springs, and we went out to dinner, and you had ordered that wonderful bottle of wine. I still remember it, and I'm still drinking wine, but it was good. And then we went shopping.
John and I hit it off right off the bat. I mean, how could you not hit it off with John?
I think back to the first time I met you. It was probably drinking scotch in Andy's office back in the day, and then probably seeing you out at Gracie's when you and Andy went out for dinner, but I was just going out for the night. And then you started working at RSL, and I think back to how close we became, and I was able to confide in you and tell you anything. I could be myself, which is awesome. You could be yourself. We have so many jokes out there together, which is awesome, and you always made me laugh.
Some really great times we've had. I'll never forget drinking really good scotch in Andy's office and getting drunk in the middle of the workday. But
Trying to think of a particular time that, or a memory that I can share, but they're all pretty awesome. And they probably mostly involve hockey, starting 30 years ago.
From our early days at Life Vantage together to soccer games at Gillette Stadium, and soccer games at Tinto Stadium. But one of my favorite experiences, brother, when you came up here, and we had an incredible time, an incredible game, even though the New England Revolution throttled RSL. I mean, what are you going to do? It was one of those things, but I guess that's what happens up in New England, right? You know, City of Champions. But
I'll never forget when I first met you when you worked for LifeVantage. You came in and you told Andy and Bridget that you would steal me away from them if you had to, and then you ended up joining the team, and you were such a light in everyone's lives and always had a way of making everyone laugh.
John is a sharp-dressed man, like ZZ Top said. He always looked fashionable, smelled good, wearing designer clothes. But there's a story he told me, and I shared this with his brother John, or with his brother Joe when I came to visit him the other day. I remember John telling me a story about him rolling with his boys in Queens, New York. He's rolling with white trousers, a baby blue cutoff football jersey with the mesh, and a dangling gold earring. And I'll never ever forget that version of John Genna. Running the streets of Queens, looking fly, going to the club, whatever. I love that he told me that.
We had quite a time the last couple of years, the transition of the club, and just all the work that went into making all those things happen.
And we just remember you and the times we had at the Real Salt Lake game. We had so much fun.
I have so many great memories of our time together at Evans Group, but probably my favorite was when we played pool. You taught us how to play pool. It was quite an experience, something I'll never forget.
And I did wash his shirt. I saw you earlier today, so just because I'm wearing the same thing doesn't mean this is all I wear.
Something that John has always done, he's always been a huge supporter of mine, and really cared about me and about what I was doing. When I was dating Paige, who's now my wife, John always was like, hey man, don't mess this one up. This girl is different. This girl's special. And I took his advice, and she's my wife, and now we got a beautiful life. And even through that, I've now had not one, but 2 daughters. I'm a girl dad, and John is a girl dad. And without even ever provoking, John messages me, he texts me, he checks in on me, tells me how cute he thinks my daughters are. I'm biased, but he thinks they're darling, and just really supportive of me in being a girl dad, and he is too.
We went on a lot of different adventures together, crazy adventures across the U.S., going to RSL games and LifeVantage events. And
you know what I'm talking about.
And then we have the ducks. Remember, the ducks went to South Dakota, and then they mailed them to us in Yuma, and but eventually they did. John Fay, we sent him to John Fay, and eventually John Fay did get him in your yard. But then we were up in Butte, and you left him outside our fifth wheel when you and Sandy left for Salt Lake. So, but the ducks are still going around. We don't know who has them. I think it's Lori, but I'm not sure. She won't admit it.
You know, I used to hang out in the backyard playing with your hockey sticks, you know, that I took from Poppy's house in Queens when he moved out. And he was trying to throw them out, but I just couldn't see him go. You know, and they were lefty. I'm not even a lefty, and I just wanted to be like you, you know.
I know I haven't gotten a chance to speak to you in a bit, man, but I just, you know, friendships like these they last lifetimes, right? So it's like riding a bike.
It was 2020 summer. Went to your house and we had hot dogs and played games, and that was just a great time with you and the family.
And I am just reflecting on all of the lovely times that we've shared together. I'm sorry for calling you saggy and for having you foam roll when that definitely was not the case.
I mean, we were the team to beat, right?
I also miss the food talks we used to have. I remember I was like 12 or 13 or something, like 8-9 years ago, and we were at my mom's house. You were dropping off Lauren or picking up Lauren from soccer or something at my mom's house, and Cole and I really wanted to have like chicken wings, buffalo wings, and you persuaded our mom to let us have them because you said you couldn't have them anymore because you couldn't have junk food, and I don't know how you did it. And
my favorite memory is that Real game where we rented the suite and I took pictures of you with everyone else, and
Your smile was by far shining the brightest of everyone in that room. And that alone just shows what an amazing man you are.
One funny memory, I don't know if you remember, I was talking to Susan Whalen on the phone, United Healthcare St. Louis, and I think you were on the other line, and I put her on hold to jump over to you to tell you what a nightmare she was, and I forgot to click over, and I was still talking to Susan Whalen. And I don't know if you remember, but I got back on the phone with you after. I think I was crying because I thought that I was going to be fired. You talked me off the ledge.
Remembering growing up how my mom always used to compare me to you, and she'd always say whether it was getting into mischief or, you know, some joke or something goofy I was doing, you remind me just like my brother John. I always took that as a compliment. You know, I always looked up to you in that sense. You know,
It's just been a pleasure to know you. You have been such a fun person to get to know over these last couple of years. From the first day we met at Tiburon, I hope I said that right, Tiburon. You have just been just a joy to know, and
but I want you to know how much I value our friendship, and I love our talks about baseball. We talk about it from a playing standpoint, but then also from a trash talking standpoint, which is just as fun. But it's always nice to talk about a game we both love with somebody who watches it the same way that I do, and not everybody does.
Despite how much you made fun of me for being, you know, a clueless teenage Mormon boy, like I was.
And then you took me for a motorcycle ride, tipped your bike over, broke the taillight, never did pay you for it. One day maybe I will.
And I just enjoyed our time together, getting to know each other and reminiscing about days in New York, and I just look forward to talking to you every day.
We were just sitting down here in Lake Havasu, 100 degrees hot, and we started reminiscing about the good times we had.
Remember, you also made me very scared to walk outside barefoot because you said you had a frostbite in your foot, so you frightened me for the rest of my life to walk outside barefoot.
And I thought that was pretty cool that my nephew was the VP of Real Salt Lake.
Uncle John, you're not only, you know, one of the most special people to your community, but also the most special people to Lauren and Jade. And it's really obvious to me that you are both their rock and their best friend. And I think after spending a week with all of you, I can understand why.
And I remember when I had my second daughter, Sloan, this was just a few months ago, I was texting John and I was asking him, how do you do it? This is a crazy world, and how am I supposed to raise daughters in this world? And John very kindly and really took time. We texted. I'm gonna save these texts forever. But he said, man, you gotta listen and you gotta love, and you can't jump to conclusions and you can't fix the problems. And it meant a lot to me that he, one, shared his perspective. I think John has a really unique relationship with his daughters, Lauren and Jade, and I want that. I want the kind of relationship that he has with his daughters, and I think he's gone out of his way to have a good relationship with them.
You were my go-to guy, and if I needed something done, you made it happen. No questions asked. You were one of the hardest workers that I ever met.
Just know that you've meant so much to me in my life, and I love you.
You were always very willing to sit down, talk with me, teach to me what I needed to learn, and things that I could do better, ways of dealing with different situations.
You made me laugh every day.
And I just wanted to say that your strength, your courage, and your positive attitude through this experience is just an example that I will always carry with me.
You have been an immeasurable impact throughout my life.
You're one of those people that you leave things better when you leave than when you found them. And I know that's a fact,
I think when you look at life, the body of everything that you've done, you don't think about the money you've made or the jobs you've had or even the things that you've done. You think about the lives you've touched. And I can definitely say John has impacted my life in such a meaningful way. And I love him. And I love you, John.
I just wanted to let you know how much I love knowing you,
and I just wanted to let you know how much you really mean to me, man. The impact that you have made on my life and the life of many, many people that run in our circle of friends, you know.
You know, you really made me a part of a family that, you know, has been just as meaningful to me as close to my own family.
And we are all better people because of you.
And he has definitely influenced me with the way that he has lived his life in the short time that I've known him.
You have been just an incredible friend, and we have so many wonderful memories with you next door.
Made them better because they know you.
Christy and I admire you. We love you. You're a dear friend and a great example.
The fact that I always think of my name as something that we shared also. My mom never wanted anyone to call me Johnny or John, but all I ever wanted to be called was Johnny or John, so.
I will never forget you. I'll never forget what I learned from you or the example that you set.
You really just made me feel like I could be myself, however crazy that may be, which you know I'm crazy.
And helping me learn new ways to do what I was doing even better and elevate it up to a whole new level. And I always knew I could just count on your camaraderie, and if there were any issues or anything that I needed to bounce off of someone, to need help to find a solution and just sort things out with in general, with work, life, whatever, I knew I could come to you and you would give me the best.
I just want you to know you've been a huge influence in my life. You've inspired me over the years. I love you. My family loves you. We think about you every single day.
So I just wanted to take a moment and let you know what you mean to me and the impact that you have made on my life and the lives of many, but in particular, you know, your kindness, your leadership, your friendship. This world would be a much better place if there were more people like you in it. Unfortunately, you're one in gazillion, brother.
I will just let you know that I was so forever impacted by our random chance meeting at your very first LifeVantage event. It was, I think you had just been hired, and we just happened to have a conversation, and your kindness, your empathy, your professional presence and caring really made a lasting impression upon me.
And then I got to have all these opportunities to get to know him, and got to know his character, the way that he treated people, just an amazing person.
And just wanted to let you know how important you are.
Also, you're an incredible leader, and I've had the good fortune of working with you on a few occasions. And every time you've always been somebody that people can turn to, especially me.
Your kindness knows no bounds, and you always knew when I needed it the most.
And then through that all, the friendship that we've built.
We just want to share with you that your commitment and dedication to all of us has left such an impact.
Just want you to know what an inspiration you are to me and to so many.
You're leaving, obviously, a legacy for your family as a person, as a mentor, as a parent, and just somebody who has created a difference, a very positive difference in this world.
Your strength and resilience has been such an inspiration.
It's been just a pleasure to be able to visit you at home and to go up to your spot up at the stadium and see you and see your wife and meet your family and your beautiful daughters. It's just been a joy to know you.
I love you, man. I think you are so incredible and fantastic.
And so I know it's not your kindness that leaves an impression just upon me, but for all of us here who wanted to reach out and let you know how much you have meant to us, even if it was in a fleeting conversation or random connections. I just want to thank you for being you.
People just love being around you. Everybody does.
We just couldn't ask to know somebody that was more loving and more caring.
I know that you will be deeply missed, but also very, very well remembered. And I think that you have given everybody in your life a sense of peace, a sense of contentment, and a sense of understanding that this is not the end. It is just a new phase of life for you.
Just want to let you know what a special person you have been to both me and John.
For the last 26 years since the day I moved to Utah, you've been a ray of light, always there for me through thick and thin. You've shown unwavering love and support. You've been my mentor, my coach, a constant source of honest guidance.
And you would always be a great help and help me find my way even better.
I want you to know how much I've always considered you to be my mentor.
It was amazing to have you there, and even more amazing that we've stayed friends since that time.
You've gone above and beyond for the people that you care about, including me.
It's been a very important part of my life to have you in it.
You're an amazing person. I am so glad to know you, and I am just so glad we are friends.
You're an amazing person, and
that you're an amazing human, and you've touched so many people.
Anyway, I miss you. I'm very proud of this fight that you're putting up. My thoughts and prayers are with you.
I love you. I feel so blessed that I know you.
Truly just what an impact you've had on me over the past handful of years, not only in the workplace, but just as a person as a whole. I really hope you know how much I have valued your friendship and your guidance, and just really appreciated how you've always treated me like one of your own kids and always made me feel valued and made me feel seen and just appreciated.
You know how much I love you, how much I appreciate you, what an honor it is to be your friend, to be called your friend.
And I am so proud to know John Genna.
You know, I'm really proud to be your friend, and just really thankful that you gave me a chance to be a part of your family too.
But anyway, John, we wanted to tell you we love you and we're so proud of you.
And how proud I am of you for fighting so hard.
Thank you, John. Thank you.
But thank you so much for all the memories. Thank you for the friendship.
I'll appreciate everything that you've done.
To be an indirect aunt to your daughters, and I am forever grateful for the profound influence you've had on my personal and professional journey.
I'm thankful to have you as a friend. I'm thankful to have you in my life. I'm thankful to have you in my family's life.
I just can't thank you enough for everything that you've done for me for over the years, for your friendship, for all the laughs and jokes and all the inside stuff we used to do.
So I just want to tell you thank you from the bottom of my heart.
You know, thinking about all this, it really makes me so grateful that we were able to reconnect when we did.
I just wanted to take a minute to tell you how grateful I am for your friendship and for the opportunity to work with you, to grow with you.
And I'm so grateful for those memories with you, and I will remember them forever.
Thank you so much for your incredible spirit and always being so gracious and kind and such an amazing leader.
John, you've been an inspiration to me. I'm so grateful that our paths were able to cross at LifeVantage.
I appreciate you for everything that you do and everything that you are to so many people, man.
I want to thank you for hiring me 26 years ago as a busboy when I tried to get a job down at the really shitty Italian place on the corner of the strip mall. And when they turned me down for like the third or fourth time, then I walked up there and you brought me on. And it's my first job. It was really weird for me. And, you know, you really, you guys welcomed me in. You know, I felt more welcome there working with you guys.
You instilled so much confidence in me and helped me to grow and develop into the human that I've become. You are so powerful, and I'm so grateful to have known you.
How grateful I am to have you in my life, and
so I appreciate your annual birthday texts and always saying hello and just being a great friend.
But I just appreciate you so much for that, just your genuine positive attitude and personality. I will forever remember and be so grateful to know you and remember you just being this positive, radiant light in this life. So
I am forever grateful that you took me under your wing and brought me out of my little corner in the office and brought me onto your team. And just the friendships and the experience that we had together, I'm always grateful for.
How much I appreciate you and that you have made such an impact on my life. I can't thank you enough for everything that you did for me at LifeVantage and for bringing soccer into my life and making sure that me and my little guy always had tickets.
But I just am very grateful for your always constant loving guidance and support. And
so thank you so much for being you, and I just want to send you a great big virtual hug.
Hey man, just thanks for being such a good dude to me and to all my guys over the years. You're just one of the real ones, so.
Appreciate all you've done for me in my personal life, my career.
Just thanks for everything, forever and ever.
And thank you for the chance to get to know you and for bringing those two wonderful girls into this life and into this world.
Most of all, John, we want to thank you for raising our grandkids.
Yes.
You did a beautiful job with Brady, Austin, and Jade. They're proud of you. We're proud of them and you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, John.
Coming up on 10 years of friendship, and can't thank you enough for everything that we've been through together. I love you, man.
I am so grateful that I got the chance to meet you and spend a little bit of time with you.
I wanted to say how grateful I am that you walked into Firenze almost 30 years ago, and even more grateful that you walked into Pomodoro and agreed to my begging to come and help us with all of the work we had to do.
And I am sending you so much love from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for everything that you did for me.
I wanted to just take a second to thank you and bless you for being in my life, for being my brother and being my mentor and being my friend. I love you, man.
I'm lucky to be able to share some time with you, with my daughter Isabel. I know it means the world to her. We were both so moved when we left the other night. I can't even explain it.
How much I love you. So, thank you, John. I appreciate you more than you probably will ever know. So, I love you.
I guess I'll start with probably how everybody's feeling. I think everybody feels the same way. You can't go. We kind of all need you here. So, anyway.
And I got one last thing. I just want to say freaking ALS sucks! If cancer had an ugly, weird, creepy uncle, it would be ALS. And screw ALS. I love you, man.
You know, I'm never a loss for words, but I am now.
I'm lucky to have you in my life.
I consider myself incredibly lucky to have you as a friend.
It's weird saying this when you're here, but I'm gonna miss you. And I miss the times that we didn't get to spend and the times that I didn't see you. And
I just wanted to send you a quick message to send you strength and prayers and lots of heartfelt love.
And just know that we're here caring about you, praying for you, and, you know.
I'm thinking about you and I'm praying for you.
I want to know that we care about you, and I hope to see you soon.
God be with you, and God be with you till we meet again. You live in my heart and in my mind.
So I want you to know that I'm lifting up prayers for you and for your family, that you can really experience the peace and the presence of the Lord as He comes and carries you home in the days and the weeks ahead.
Who are ya? Who are ya? Well, John Genna, because he left a mark on my soul that I'll never forget, because he is so kind, loving, and the way that he treats his family, don't know anybody better.
So just sending you peace. I'm so sorry you've had to go through this very tough time, but just hope that you have peace, and we just want you to know how much we love you.
I just love you so much, and am thinking about you every day, and just
I just want to simply tell you that I love you.
I want you to know I love you. You're one of the people that I've always looked up to.
You're in my thoughts every day, and I love you, my friend.
I love you, John.
So we love you.
It means a lot. It means a lot. And sending warm wishes.
We love you.
But I just wanted to let you know that you're always on my mind, you're in my heart, you're in my thoughts, and I love you, man.
I just wanted to say how much I love you, and am thinking about you, and
I love you so much.
We love you dearly.
I love you so much.
Because I love you so very much.
So, I love you, man. Always will.
I love you, friend.
Just wanted you to know that I'm thinking about you, man, and always have you in my heart. Love you, bud.
And I wanted to let you know how much I've been thinking about you.
And I want you to know how much I care about you.
I love you.
I love you, man.
I love you so much.
Love you, John.
Love you very much.
Love you, John. And you are my inspiration.
I love you.
Well, I love you guys very much.
I love you very much.
I do love you.
And I'm thinking of you, and sending you much love.
I just wanted to tell you to hang in there.
And I wish I could see you again, but I know I'll see you again someday.
And I know I'm going to see you again soon.
I love you dearly. God bless you.
Give you a look at the field. Let me know what you think about it, and we'll talk soon.
just want to say cheers to you. Love you.